Chips in the duffel bag, bricks in the duffel bag. Hope the dog don't come sniff through the duffel bag. Hit the town up, I'm passing the duffel bag. Let the niggas know I'll be back for the duffel bag. And it better be cash in the duffel bag. If not, that's your ass in the duffel bag. Life's a broad bitch, so I'm gonna dick, and she enjoys all of it. You dig? The peacemaker, my peacemaker. Max, believe, hater, you'll die now. You won't see later, never. For some dough and some bread, you'll be in pieces like a loaf for some bread. I have your girl holding her hand. She telling me I'm like a cobra in bed. I'm telling her to roll over instead. I got this, listen. I got some work I need booth. After we fuck, I got some work I need move. Now that you work for me, boo, pimpin' and crew. Get in the skirt in these shoes and get to work in these dudes. I'll be back frontin' dollars, little mama, and it better not be short a dollar, little mama. We get that bread, boy. 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 Yeah, bitch, the game ain't sweet to sugar. The coke is in abundance, meet the pusher. I'm smoking on the blunt of the Ashton Kutcher. It's fuck you pay me, ask a hooker. I run up on a homie with the Nazi shook up. Honey, put the money in the bag, don't look up. Fuck y'all, boy, we come cash that cook up. Bunch of young niggas.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be touching down on the Shadow Systems company. We're not going to just be reviewing one gun. We're going to be basically talking about Shadow Systems as a whole. Before we get started with that, I just want to give a shout out to some of the guys that support us. One of our main sponsors is Diamondback Shooting Sports. They're in Tucson, Arizona. It's a great shop. They got everything you need, so check those guys out. We have a couple clothing guys that hook us up. We had Allied Threads for a little while there doing some stuff. We've had True Shot Gun Club hooking us up with ammo prices, a whole bunch of things like that. So shout out to those guys. Jello Sauce, of course, for hooking us up with some good gun lubricant. So basically what I'm going to do is just kind of go over basically what to expect from Shadow Systems, what the price range is like, how the guns perform, and then I'm going to talk to these guys about their specific ones that they have and what they like, dislike, etc. So let's just kind of get into it. Shadow Systems basically is their own version of a Glock. What gen is the Glock that they're kind of basing their stuff after? Is it
Gen 4.
Gen 4. So there's a lot of companies out there that have been basing their guns based around Glock and make compatible, frames and parts, etc. And that's sort of what they did. They created their own Glock. It's compatible with all Glock parts as far as I understand. It's
For the most part.
But they're almost sort of like a tricked out Glock when you buy them off the shelf. They come with everything as far as stipple work on the frame, optic cuts. They got everything. You can get flared magwell. It comes with all this cool stuff.
It comes with the magwell.
Yeah, it comes with the magwell, and you get all this stuff for around $1,000.
1,100 after tax.
1,100,
depending on which state you live in. Don't live in California.
So you could be spending, up to like $5,000 on a Glock, fully built out. If you take a Glock, buy it off the shelf, send it into a company, they cut it, they do the stippling work, they do the upgrades, they do the framework, and everything, the slide cuts, the optics, the works, right? So you'd be spending a lot of money. This is a great option where you could just buy it off the shelf, throw your favorite attachments on, and run it. Gun runs great. It's going to run flawless pretty much every time because it's a Glock, and it's already built to, to your fancy, your fancy schmancy, what you're looking for. There's a lot of different options. There's compact versions, there's full-size versions. The ones that we have here, they're both full-size versions, right? No. Yours is?
The DR920 is the 17. The XR920 is the 19.
So yours is the 19, right?
Mine's the 19.
No, yours is the 19.
I have like what would be a Gen 17. I think yours is more, almost like a G45.
Mine's like a 19X.
So it's more 19X. It's a full-size frame, smaller slide, right? More compact slide. Yeah. Mike's is the flat dark earth one, and Jeff's is the black one. But like we said, the price range we're talking about here can vary from, I've seen them start at like 800.
Depends on where you're going.
You can hunt some sales, I think, is how I got
Yeah.
mine. That was a couple of years ago, but that was a big factor. Was I was looking for something new and just kind of right timing. And I said that's a great deal. It'd be stupid to pass up. And there you go.
Yeah, and then they go from like 8. You can go up to, I think the MSRP was like we said, like 11.
Well, it depends on what you get. They have the Foundation series now without all the slide cuts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You can get them for like $550.
Yeah.
Up to and including like all the craziness and that 1100.
Yeah. So Shadow Systems has been around. I'm not sure exactly how long, but it's been a couple of years now. I would say. I would guess probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years. Been around for a while now.
I'm putting it on screen here.
Yeah. But they've been around for a while, and we got to meet these guys. We had the pleasure of meeting them at
we met one of their sales
event.
guys.
Yeah, we met their sales guy, and
Sure.
real nice guy. And he was showing us how different slides are also compatible with like some of the different frames, and they all drop onto each other. It's pretty neat. It's sort of like how like SIG has that kind of thing going, where they can alter slides and frames, etc., which is really cool. They run same thing, basic Glock mags. Pretty much like we said, it's going to be a Glock. Now, as far as performance, right? I would say it's extremely accurate as far as barrel goes. Like they're accurate guns for sure, right? I get a good 0 on it. I saw how they group. I like them. Reliability. I don't know. Well, you guys want to chime in on that? I think they're I don't want to say as reliable as a Glock.
A lot of my initial problems were because it was my first pistol.
Yeah.
That was a lot of my initial grip, riding too high, riding too low. All the limp wristing, be like, why is my gun short stroking, playing with the spring weight. A lot of it was me learning how to not suck dick. I don't do that anymore.
But I mean, even so, like now, I feel like sometimes it depends whose gun it is, what guide rod and spring they're running, if it's comped or not. Sometimes they don't lock to the rear. I've noticed that for some of these guns. I'm not saying all of them, but maybe it's just depends on parts,
I think it's a PMAG problem.
Yeah, I don't have as much experience on a Shadow as I'd like. I want one very bad, but they have kind of, I'm a little on the fence because I've seen people not lock into the rear, having issues with them jamming or short stroking, etc.
I haven't done enough testing with like ammo. I mean, right now we were shooting, just that basic blazer, which is probably a lot of those problems, right? You run something a little bit hotter.
Yeah.
It's also cold.
115.
So pressures are lower because it's been freezing.
Yeah, it's been really cold.
It's like 50 degrees right now.
But overall, I'd say that they are reliable. I would carry one. I'm not going to say it's like as bad as some of these cheapy guns that are out there, or some of these cheapy guns that are knockoffs of things.
No. I mean, my DR920 with my CGS Mod 9 SK is like, that's my nightstand gun.
Yeah.
That is like bump in the night, kind of like right there, kind of ready to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've gotten some time on mics. I've used a couple of my friends, others as well. But most of my time was on mics. Was yours the DR920? XR920, sorry. And I love it. It's a great shooting gun, very fast. I run a Glock. I run a Zev, right? So I run a Zev Tech. It's a Glock. Same kind of thing. Gen 3. But same kind of thing. Zev did their own thing. We did a video on it. It takes all the Glock parts just like these. However, the Zev Tech is a lot wider. Like the frame is much wider than the Shadow Systems. So when I go to grab my gun, I feel like I'm holding onto this big bulky bastard when compared to grabbing onto the Shadow, which I've said to you, I feel like...
You've tried to trade it for me several times. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
I feel that the gun feels just better in my hand. I feel like it's a natural grip, it's cleaner grip, it's nice and tight. I just have better control over it. So I wish the Zev had a slimmer frame, sort of like the Shadow Systems. Now, how does this gun feel in the hand? Well,
You good, dude?
yeah. It feels good.
We got to get you some sleep, dude.
Feels good in the hand, man. Definitely something worth checking out if you're at the shop. Grip feels good. Like I said, it's a lot slimmer, so it feels nice. That
was actually one of the big things for me, especially after getting it. It's going to be hard to do, if you're in a shop. But those interchangeable grip panels that they have,
they're awesome.
Everybody's got them, right? But for me, you know, the MMPs, you know, even factory Glocks, like shadows really all of a sudden drastically can change kind of like your presentation and how it feels in the hand. So I do feel that you get kind of more variation.
Yeah.
So you can really kind of fine tune it a little bit more, which is great.
It's hard to kind of try that at the shop because usually, you know, it's in the bag it comes with. So in between trying out all the backstrap and judging how it feels based on mouthfeel, it's hard to kind of get it just right while you're still at the shop. You kind of have to do that once you get home with it. You know, figure out what works best for you when you make that draw stroke.
If you got some buddies that you know, have some, I mean, definitely go out, swap some of those back straps out, and I think you'll definitely notice, you know, the difference it can make for sure.
Well, since we're in that topic now, I mean, I guess I'll just ask you first, and I'll go to Mikey. What do you like about the gun? What's like your favorite? Like, do you think it's the grip? Do you like it the most because of the how it feels in the hand?
Well, kind of a lot. I think of what we spoke about. I mean, I was in the market for something a little bit new, something different. You're actually the one that turned me on, and I said, all right, you know, again, saw a great deal on sale. You know,
what?
had to get it. I had to.
He turned you on?
Turn me on.
Yeah, turn it on.
Yeah, bro.
Turn me on to the shadow. But no, I mean, those interchangeable grip panels, amazing. I think it's great that you're getting sort of that Gen 4 Glock compatibility all the way around. Magazines, you know, super affordable. They're everywhere, and then holster compatibility was another big thing. No one likes having to buy a new holster and, you know, kit out everything new. Some people do. I'm kind of like, oh, I'm over it.
Yeah. We've been in the game a lot longer.
But you sort of get like this custom Glock, but you're not having to send it off and get the slide milled. You're not having to get it cut. You're not having to wait for someone else to do the stippling.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The drawback is, I mean, you're not getting it completely customized, but it's pretty dang close, right?
Yeah.
So,
what about you, Mikey? Pretty much same thing.
Well, this one was my first pistol, and I was kind of looking into it as a pistol I could grow into.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
good birthday gift.
I got it for my 21st birthday. From
pretty much
this asshole.
First pistol though, good
first pistol,
you know.
really solid. Not something I'm going to turn around and sell like it's a Taurus G2C or something.
Yeah, fuck that gun.
I definitely grew into it, and I've learned a lot about shooting in general. And I feel like that's part of why I shoot this gun so well, is because this is the only gun I've learned.
Yeah, the only gun you've ever had in your hand, pretty much. Anything you guys don't like about the gun at all, or things you'd want to see them do or change?
I want a direct mill acro slide, you fucks. I saw it at SHOT Show. You can't hide from me. I know where you sleep.
So he wants an acro cut slide, so he could throw an acro, because obviously, for people that don't know, the acro footprint and the RMR and other optic footprints are all different. So you can't just take a RMR cut slide and go ahead and throw an acro on it. So he wants to get that slide cut. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if they've ever announced anything
They've
like
done
that.
them.
They've done before.
They had them at SHOT Show last year.
So yeah, we're waiting to see what's going on with that.
Stop hiding.
They have a really good, let's talk about their warranty stuff. We met the guy at the sales guy, and he was telling us there's basically 2 warranties that are known, and then there's one that's kind of like a hidden one, but we did kind of have the okay to talk about it. So the first one is if it gets damaged or broken or whatever, they'll replace the gun, no problem. They'll, you know, there might be some fees depending upon how it got damaged or broken, but they'll make it right. They'll do good by the customer, which is a typical, you see that with most gun companies, right? The second one is like getting stolen, you know, things like that. They'll do what they can to try and either reduce the price or replace it, depending on the situation. You know, everything is all obviously depending on the situation. But the third one, I think, is the coolest one, is basically if you use their firearm in a self-defense shooting situation, and the judge, the courts deem you that it was a self-defense situation, your gun will be collected as evidence for that case. They will replace that firearm for you because they know you're losing your gun, you know, because of the situation. So to me, that's very, very cool and very important. I think every gun company should get on this. That's definitely a based thing to do, because it's like you're going to carry your gun to protect yourself. The chances of you having to is not as big, but not as large of a percentage, but it's good to have that, you know, that insurance, shall we say, you know, like that reassurance, like I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get my gun back. Even if it's not the same gun, I'm still going to get my gun. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong about this, but I do think he did say, I might be wrong, but I remember being like, holy shit, I think he said they would also replace what
They replace the
were.
attachments on it as
The
well.
attachments
yeah.
as well. So
If you have a
the light-
suppressor, the only thing you have to
suppressor,
redo is go through the foam core. But
So that's huge. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows, like if you know gun stuff, you know that's a lot. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of heartache saved. I mean, that's major. Right there is personally a selling factor for me. So if I were to have that gun, I would carry it every day. No stress. No, I don't have that same warranty with Zev, at least as far as as far as I know. So unless Zev says otherwise,
to my knowledge,
yeah, I would just lose my gun. So that's a major thing for me. So that's I mean, I think that's pretty much it, right? We covered price, the durability, reliability, what you guys like, what you guys don't like. We had fun today shooting. There was a lot of craziness. We had to go from one spot to another spot. There was whole bunch of mishmash. It's a really beautiful day, so it was
everyone wants to shoot today.
Everyone's out shooting, so it was a rough day, but we made it out here to this beautiful area. My girlfriend spotted it and said, hey, we should film it down there, and I think it's cool. Looks nice, and that's what we did. So thank you guys for checking out this video. Once again, Shadow Systems is an unbelievable company. If you're looking into getting a pistol, especially a Glock, definitely check these guys out. Worth the money, worth every penny in my opinion. I plan to buy one probably in the near future.
It's on the list.
Yeah, it's on
your list.
It's very high on the list. So
if you won the lottery,
yeah. But definitely check them out. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel. Please like this video, comment whether you like the video, don't like the video. You could talk some shit. You could say, hey, I love Shadow Systems.
Tell me how funny I look in the comments.
Yeah, tell them how goofy this motherfucker
Question
is.
my parentage.
But thank you guys. Please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Also, quick little announcement. We don't have them down here right now. Mikey forgot, but I'm
going to throw it on screen.
We have patches. We have patches for the channel. It's going to help support us get, some patches going. We're going to get apparel going, things like that. We just wanted to kind of test run it with patches first. They are going for $10 a piece. They're pretty nice. They're embroidered. They're pretty sweet patches. If you guys want to support the channel, go ahead, DM me on my Instagram or reach out, through the comments. Whatever, we'll find a way. And
we're working on getting a storefront set up.
Yeah,
that's on me. I'm kind of dragging my feet on that.
So thank you guys for everything. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Remember, I'm down in a hole.
Down in a hole, and they put all the stones in their place. I've eaten the sun, so my tongue has been burned of the taste.
They're in your skin, they're in your skin, they're in your skin, they're in your skin, they're in your skin. Get them out, get them out, get them out, get them out.